Hello, my name is Vaishant Maheshwrari, and in today's video, we are going to take a deep dive into SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. So let's get started. Before looking at the Falcon 9 rocket, we have to take a look into the past of SpaceX as a space company and rockets they've flown before Falcon 9. SpaceX was founded by one of the most recognizable person, Elon Musk, in 2002 to fulfill his dream of making a self-sustainable human colony on Mars and making humans a multiplanetary species. SpaceX's main goal was to make space transportation by reusing the rockets very cheap and making a self-sustainable colony on Mars. Rocket which was flown by SpaceX before the Falcon 9 was Falcon 1. Falcon 1 was the first fully expendable rocket of SpaceX which could take up to 650 kgs to low Earth orbit. On 20th September 2008, Falcon 1 became the first privately developed liquid fuel launch vehicle to go into the orbit around the Earth. But it was not easy for an infant SpaceX team to put Falcon 1 into the orbit. They failed three times. They failed 3 times before entering into the orbit of Earth. If they couldn't reach the orbit in the fourth attempt also, SpaceX would go bankrupt and which would eventually lead to a shutdown of the company. But the luck was in the favor of the SpaceX for the fourth flight, which could successfully reach to the low Earth orbit. So let's do deviate ourselves and let's get back to Falcon 9. Falcon 9 is a two-stage, partially reusable, only human rated rocket of United States developed by SpaceX, with first capable to land either on drone ship or on land. Falcon 9 uses a rocket propellant 1, or in short you name as RP1, which is kerosene and liquid oxygen in the both stages. Falcon 9 uses 9 sea level optimized Merlin 1D engines, which in total produces a thrust of 7607 kilonewtons, and one vacuum optimized Merlin engine on its second stage, which produces a thrust of 8227 kilonewton in space, which is definitely a new move by SpaceX. Falcon 9 has a diameter of 3.7 meters, which was deliberately done by SpaceX because in starting SpaceX was such a small company that they couldn't afford their own road and they had to transport their rocket using normal roadways, and according to a US law, the diameter which has been limited to the 4 meter. It can take up to 22,000 it can take up to 22,800 kgs, which means 22.8 tons, to a low Earth orbit. Now let's look at the funding of this Falcon 9 rocket. As I told you that Falcon 1 was the first rocket which was developed by SpaceX, and its funding was done using Elon Musk. But as I told you previously that Falcon 1 had failed its 3 flights before reaching to the orbit, Elon Musk didn't have had such money to develop Falcon 9. But how come they could develop Falcon 9 if they didn't have budget? So, to know this, you have to take a look at the NASA's past. NASA developed Space Shuttle, which they retired in 2011 after completing STS-135 mission. But after its retirement, US lost the capability to launch their astronauts from American soil using their own rockets. So they took help of Russia's Soyuz vehicle, which they were not able to afford in the long run, as Russia was deliberately increasing the cost of launching US astronauts on their rockets. So before retiring Space Shuttle, NASA introduced a program named as Commercial Resupply Mission to deliver cargo to the International Space Station using private aerospace companies such as SpaceX, Boeing, Blue Origin, and not JAXA, such as Blue Origin and ULA can also come in that. Um, so after SpaceX demonstrated the Falcon 9 was a success, NASA allowed to compete SpaceX and deliver cargo to the International Space Station. For this, they provided SpaceX with $400 million to develop Falcon 9 and Dragon capsule deliver cargo to the International Space Station, which SpaceX could do by 2021, delaying by their eventual target by 2010. Now let's have a look at the family of Falcon 9. Falcon 9 variant which we currently use is known as Falcon 9 Block 5. Falcon 9 had four predecessors named as Falcon 9 version 1.0, Falcon 9 version 1.1, Falcon 9 version 1.2, and Falcon 9 Block 4. Falcon 9 version 1.0 only took flight 5 times, only delivering cargo Dragon to low Earth orbit. Falcon 9 version 1.1 took 15 flights, after which it was retired and then SpaceX upgraded to Falcon 9 version 1.2 and Falcon 9 Block 5 in total, in which the total took 36 flights, after which they upgraded Falcon 9 and Block 5 with more refined Merlin 1D engines and minor modifications like landing legs. SpaceX has now stopped the development of Falcon 9 Block 5 for commercial crew program and is now rather developing a new rocket known as Starship. Falcon 9 Block 5 success rate is 98%, which is tremendously fabulous. Now let's look at the powerhouse of the Falcon 9 rocket, which is the Merlin 1D engine. Falcon 9 houses 9 sea-level optimized Merlin 1D engine in its first stage and one vacuum optimized Merlin 1D engine in its second stage to go to the orbit around the Earth. Merlin engine also had development from 1C to Merlin 1D, which helped to increase the payload capacity of 9 tons in Falcon 9 version 1.0 to 22.8 tons in the current Falcon 9 Block 5 variant. Now let's have a look at why we are talking this about this bloody Falcon 9 rocket. Instead of rockets like Saturn V, Delta IV Heavy, Atlas V. So here comes the main reason. Falcon 9 became the first orbiter class rocket in December 2015, which first orbital class reusable rocket in December 2015, which makes a legacy of Falcon 9. It is only done by the SpaceX till yet, and none other company, including government organization of all the countries and private aerospace company of all the countries. Uh, uh, so SpaceX, so that was a unique thing of SpaceX. So now let's come to the cons of Falcon 9. One of the biggest cons of Falcon 9 is that it cannot put enough delta V in the spacecraft. For them who doesn't know what is delta V means, it means a change in velocity, and due and it is and due it is not it is not and since it has not enough delta V, we can't send some big payloads to the moon, Mars, and beyond, despite of the rockets being capable. And now you're gonna ask me why Falcon 9 cannot put enough delta V. The main reason to that is because of its propellant. It uses RP1, which is kerosene, and liquid oxygen. As you know that kerosene has more carbon content, and that is the main reason it cannot put delta V in a spacecraft. And another con due to its propellant, as RP1, its engine are very dirty, and exhaust which is produced by the after burning RP1 is very toxic and sticky, which damages the turbine of engines, which don't allow them to reuse their rocket more than 10 times. So that's it for today in this video. I hope you liked the video and don't forget to comment as I try to answer all your comments. Whomsoever has considered subscribing me my channel in the bottom of my hand. Thank you very much. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and stay safe.